Welcome back, everyone, to English Learning Podcast Every Day. I'm Ella.
And I'm Leo. It's awesome to have you here again. Today's topic is one that everyone can relate to. We're talking about how to describe your home in English.
Oh, yes, because whether you're meeting someone new, traveling abroad, or just practicing English, talking about your home is a super common conversation topic.
So Ella, if someone asked you, can you describe your home? How would you start?
I'd probably say something like, I live in a cozy apartment in the city. That's simple, natural, and friendly.
Nice. And listeners, let's try that together. Repeat after us. I live in a cozy apartment in the city.
Good job. Remember, cozy means warm, comfortable, and pleasant. You can use it when your home feels welcoming.
Unlike my place last year, it was not cozy at all.
Oh, I remember that. You said your room was freezing and had only one window.
Yeah, a window smaller than my phone.
Poor Leo. But hey, that's actually a good example. You can say, my room is small, but it's bright. Or, my apartment is old, but it's full of character.
Yes, don't just say big or small. Try using words like spacious, modern, minimalist, colorful, or peaceful.
We'll teach you how to describe every part of your home: living room, kitchen, bedroom, and more. So stay with us.
All right, let's start with the living room. This is usually the first place guests see, right? So it's important to describe it well.
Exactly. You could say, my living room is bright and airy, or it has a big sofa and a coffee table.
And if you want to sound more fluent, add some feeling. Like, I love spending time in my living room because it feels warm and inviting.
Repeat after us. I love spending time in my living room because it feels warm and inviting.
Perfect. Now, let's move on to the kitchen.
Oh, I love kitchens. Mine is small, but it's super functional. I have white cabinets, a shiny countertop, and a big window that lets in lots of light.
Wow, that sounds amazing. My kitchen, well, let's just say it's a little messy.
You're not alone, Leo. Many people say, my kitchen is small but cozy, or it's where I spend most of my time cooking.
And listeners, what about you? How would you describe your kitchen? Take a second and think about it.
Okay, now let's move into the bedroom. Everyone loves talking about their bedroom. It's your personal space, your little world.
Yes. My bedroom is my favorite place to unwind. I describe it as peaceful and comfortable. I have soft lighting, light blue walls, and a big bed with fluffy pillows.
That sounds like a dream. You could say, my bedroom is peaceful and full of soft colors. Go ahead, listeners, repeat that with us. Pause. My bedroom is peaceful and full of soft colors. Long break.
Wonderful. And remember, you can describe your furniture too. Try, there's a wooden desk in the corner, or I have a big wardrobe for my clothes.
Or maybe, I have a small bedside table where I keep my lamp and books. That's a supernatural sentence.
And if you want to sound a little poetic, you can say, my bedroom feels like my personal escape.
Oh, that's beautiful. I like that. Personal escape. It shows emotion and comfort.
Encouraging. Listeners, when you describe your home, try adding emotions. Don't just say, my room is nice. Instead, say how it makes you feel. For example, my room makes me feel relaxed after a long day.
Exactly. English isn't just about words, it's about expression. The way you describe your home can tell people so much about you.
Yes! Let's practice another one. Repeat after me. My bedroom is small, but it feels warm and peaceful. Pause.
Great job. You're doing amazing. Sincere, we're proud of you for practicing along with us.
Truly, every time you speak out loud, your confidence grows. Long break.
All right, let's take a walk to another special part of the home, the bathroom. People often skip describing it, but it's a great way to practice new adjectives.
True, nobody usually says, "Let me tell you about my bathroom," but in English conversation, it can show vocabulary variety.
Exactly. You could say, my bathroom is clean and simple, or it has a big mirror and bright lights.
Or maybe, "I have a small bathroom, but it's always tidy." Listeners, repeat that with us. I have a small bathroom, but it's always tidy.
Nice rhythm. You see how the contrast, small but tidy, makes your sentence sound more natural and expressive.
That's what fluent speakers do. They mix honesty with description. You don't need fancy words, just simple details that sound real.
Ella, how would you describe your bathroom?
I'd say my bathroom is bright and smells like lavender because I always keep a little lavender diffuser there. It makes me feel calm.
That's lovely. You can also add materials when describing. For example, the floor is made of marble or the walls are tiled.
Yes, materials, colors, and light are powerful words in English descriptions. Try saying, "The walls are painted white and there's a large mirror above the sink." Repeat that after us.
Great job, everyone.
You're learning not just words, but how to see your home in English.
And next, we'll move to the balcony or garden if you have one. That's where your English can really shine because it's full of life, color, and feeling.
Oh, I love that part. Fresh air, sunlight, plants. It's so easy to describe with emotion. So stay with us.
All right, let's step outside, into the balcony or garden. This is one of my favorite parts to describe because it's full of personality and feeling.
Yes, you can say things like, "My balcony has a beautiful view of the city," or "I love sitting on my balcony with a cup of tea in the morning."
I love sitting on my balcony with a cup of tea in the morning.
Perfect! That sentence uses emotion and routine together, which makes it sound very natural.
What if someone doesn't have a balcony, though?
That's okay. You can talk about your window view instead. Like, "From my window, I can see the park," or "I can watch the sunset from my window."
Ugh, I love that. Describing the view gives listeners an image of your world.
Exactly. And if you have a garden, there are so many words you can use. Green, peaceful, colorful, fresh, quiet.
For example, my garden is full of flowers and smells wonderful in the morning. Or, there's a small bench where I like to read.
Try one with us. My garden is peaceful and full of life. Pause. Say it out loud. Feel the calm in that sentence.
You're doing so well. When you describe your surroundings, you're not just practicing English, you're expressing emotion.
Yes, English isn't only about grammar or words, it's about connection. When you say, "My home feels peaceful," it's like you're opening a small window into your heart.
Beautifully said, Ella. And I think our listeners can feel that right now.
Thank you. So, listeners, what about you? Does your home feel cozy, peaceful, bright? Think of 3 words that describe it best.
So, Ella, what 3 words would you use to describe your home?
I'd say cozy, bright, and peaceful. My home isn't huge, but it always feels like a safe place where I can breathe and relax.
That's lovely. I think I'd go with simple, warm, and creative. My walls are full of little things I've made, paintings, quotes, small DIY shelves.
Oh, you mean that one shelf that fell down last year?
Hey, embarrassed. Yeah, maybe that one didn't last long, but it still counts as creative.
I'll give you that. But see, even when describing funny or imperfect things, you can make your English sound natural. You could say, "My home isn't perfect, but it's full of memories."
Exactly. That's such a beautiful and honest way to speak. Repeat after us. My home isn't perfect, but it's full of memories. Great job. You can also describe your home by how it makes other people feel. For example, my friends say my home feels warm and welcoming.
Yes, or people love coming over because it's bright and cheerful.
That kind of sentence makes you sound fluent and natural in English conversation. Ella, how about teaching a few expressions people can use when talking about someone else's home?
Great idea. You can say things like, your house is beautiful, or I love how cozy it feels here, or even, your living room has such a nice vibe.
Nice vibe. That's modern, friendly, and sounds native.
Listeners, try repeating this. Your home feels warm and welcoming.
Perfect. You're getting better with every line. Keep that energy up, and don't forget to smile when you speak. It really changes your voice.
All right, now let's go a little deeper into how to describe the feeling of your home. Because words like big or small are okay, but feelings make your English come alive.
Yes, for example, instead of saying, my home is small, you can say, my home feels small but comfortable. That one little word, feels, makes your English sound so natural.
Exactly. And it's emotional too. You can say things like, my home feels peaceful, my home feels bright, or my home feels full of life.
Listeners, let's try this one together. My home feels peaceful and full of light. Great. You sound awesome.
You can also describe sounds or smells. For example, my home smells like freshly baked bread, or I can hear birds singing from my window.
Oh, I love that one. I can hear birds singing from my window. Say it again slowly and imagine it as you speak.
When you use your senses, sight, sound, smell, touch, you make your English more vivid and emotional. It becomes storytelling, not just description.
And storytelling makes people feel something. When you say, my room smells like vanilla, or my kitchen sounds busy in the morning, listeners can almost see and hear it.
That's your goal, to help others imagine your world. That's when your English becomes powerful.
Let's do one more quick practice. Repeat after me. My home feels like a place where I can be myself.
That's beautiful, right? Simple words, but full of meaning.
Every time you describe something that truly matters to you, your English becomes more natural, more emotional, and more you.
Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful parts of describing your home: memories. The moments that make it special.
Oh, yes, because every home has stories. You can say, I grew up in this house, or this is where I learned to cook. Those sentences bring your home to life.
I love that. You can even say, my living room reminds me of family dinners, or the smell of the kitchen brings back childhood memories.
Listeners, repeat this one with us. The smell of the kitchen brings back childhood memories.
Beautiful. When you share a memory, it makes your English warm and human. It's not just language, it's emotion.
Exactly. And here's a tip. Use past tense when talking about memories. Like, I used to live in a small house, or my parents built our home when I was little.
Try saying this. I used to live in a small house near the river.
Great job. And for people learning English every day, describing memories is amazing practice. It helps you connect grammar, emotion, and storytelling all at once.
Yes, and don't worry about being perfect. Just speak. The more you express, the more fluent you become.
When I first started learning another language, I was afraid to talk about my home. I thought it sounded boring, but actually, it's one of the best ways to connect with people.
That's so true. When you describe your home, you're not just talking about a building, you're sharing who you are.
And that's beautiful.
So, listeners, think about one memory in your home that makes you smile. Hold that thought. We'll use it in our next speaking practice.
All right, let's take that memory you're holding and turn it into words. Imagine you're telling a friend about that special moment at home. How would you start?
Maybe like this. I remember sitting by the window with my mom, drinking tea on a rainy day. Simple, emotional, and full of imagery.
I can almost see that scene. Listeners, repeat this one with me. I remember sitting by the window with my mom,
drinking tea on a rainy day.
See how peaceful that feels? That's how English storytelling works. You paint pictures with words.
Ella, what's one memory that makes you feel at home?
Probably decorating my room with fairy lights when I first moved in. It felt like I was creating my own little world.
That's beautiful. You could describe it as, I decorated my room with soft lights to make it feel cozy.
Yes, that's a great example. Listeners, try it with us. I decorated my room with soft lights to make it feel cozy.
Perfect. You're learning how to combine actions and feelings, which makes your English sound fluent and alive.
And here's something else to remember. When describing your home, you can talk about changes. For example, I recently painted my walls blue, or I added some plants to make the room brighter.
Yes, adding those small updates shows growth and makes your speech dynamic.
Try this one. I added a few plants to make my room feel fresh and lively.
That's great. Describing your home in the present and the past helps you practice both tenses naturally.
Exactly. And it also makes your conversations sound like real life, because your home, like your English, is always changing and improving.
All right, Ella, we've talked about every corner of the home: living room, kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, balcony, garden, and even memories and feelings.
Yes, and now listeners, it's time to put it all together. When someone asks, "Can you describe your home?" you can speak naturally and confidently.
Start with a simple introduction. I live in a cozy apartment in the city. Then describe your favorite room. My bedroom feels peaceful and full of soft colors.
Add a memory or emotion. I remember decorating my room with lights when I first moved in. It felt like my own little world.
And finish with something unique. I added plants to make the room feel fresh and lively. That shows personality and fluency.
Listeners, try repeating your own full description out loud. Speak slowly, use emotions, and imagine someone is really listening to you. That's how you sound natural.
You've practiced vocabulary, adjectives, feelings, and past and present tenses, all while describing your home. That's amazing progress.
Thank you for staying with us today. You did an incredible job practicing English.
And remember, our next video is coming yesterday. Just kidding. But seriously, we've got more exciting English speaking practice for you very soon.
Yes, so stay tuned, practice every day, and keep improving your English little by little.
Don't forget to repeat after us and speak out loud. It's the best way to grow your confidence.
And if you enjoyed this podcast, make sure to subscribe to English Learning Podcast every day for more content, tips, and daily practice.
That's right. Subscribe now, stay with us, and keep learning English every day.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.